So right now I'm talking this wonderful gay scene. You know, well, two men in love. So that was really very interesting mm, because I was just so I think there are just so many like unhappy stories about like falling in love with a person of the same sex. So it was making me so sad for some really long for some years and years. Well, I'm not gay, but still, there are so many nice people, and I don't think whether they're gay or not gay. It's not important for me. Uh, and it was like a very huge question in my mind. Why is always to be unhappy and always to end in some very cruel, bloody way? Because if you think of about gay movies, this one like Brokeback Mountain, the Ang Lee film, um, I really love Ang Lee, and I really love the other movies by him, but I really hate this movie. It's so bad. It's so it's so bad. It's such a disaster. This ending, it's it just I just started to cry because if I think of the ending about the ending, it's so bad. I mean, why are you hurting these people so much? Because I mean they're just two guys in love, and that's it. There's nothing so very special about it, even. So I've seen this movie once, and it was more than enough for me. I still have this ending in my head and my mind, so I was like really very frustrated by this film. Yeah, so I thought I really need a very nice and romantic and beautiful and loving gay scene because it's just fun. It makes everybody happy, and it's just so cool. And I would love to read it because it would just make it so perfect. So I was like sitting in the home of a friend of mine in Vienna, and he's like a good friend of mine, and he just like left the place to me and was like going to work and something. And I was like writing on his beautiful, huge IKEA table, and the entire scene was like coming up in my mind as like very something very pretty and something very romantic and very happy and somehow very funny. So I was incredibly like happy about writing it, and it all like I written the entire scene actually in one day, I think. So it was very beautiful and like fulfilling, and I thought it's very nice, it's just a very nice way to marry in a funny way while like like jumping around in bed or singing some karaoke. I just thought it's so funny. It's just so nice. So I've written it in this moment, in this way, and I thought it's just. I just thought that those two people, like Zach Posen and Zach Efron, they're just so nice. And I know Zach Posen isn't an actor, but I thought he's just so lovely, and he's got this so kind and incredibly nice face, and he's just so beautiful. And I was like falling in love with him totally, and I thought, oh my god, it's only the very nice and tender and feelings are possible, and happy ending and beauty and and love and understanding. So that's why I created this scene in this manner. I thought it's really the way I would love to see uh, people to be together, or people to be in love with each other, and you know people to be happily mm, ever after or not ever after, but just to be happy. It doesn't matter gay or not gay. It just doesn't matter at all.